Hi, this is Lady Lex UK and this is a Dreams tutorial. Today I'm going to show you something very simple but lovely and effective. Let's imagine you want to make an overhead game, a bit like Zelda. This is also known as a Zelda style camera. So what I've got here is, if I just show you, there we go. I've got a player with an overhead camera. Right, not very exciting at the moment, but okay. First of all, make sure that your player has force possession on. If you don't know how to do that, you go into, oops, always doing that. Go into the Puppet Logic. Go into the controller sensor. Go to the imp page and click on force possession. It's here, it's this one here. Click on that. That means you won't have the imp at the beginning, and you won't get the wrong camera view that you don't want them to see. Because you always want to see the overhead camera, and it's at the moment it's only if it's possessed. So put the force possession on to start with, and you don't have an issue. Right, I've snapped a microchip to a block. This is our floor, and we're going to use this as our room base. I've stuck a trigger zone and a camera on it and wired the detect zone to the camera's power. So here is our trigger zone. It sits exactly over the block. Do not have it so that it's overhanging in any way or underhanging. The block has to be completely filled with this trigger zone. The height of it, it will depend on your scene. Take into account if the player jumps that he's still within the trigger zone. So there's your trigger zone and your camera. Right, so that's done. So now we're going to, let's come out of that. Now we're going to clone our floor. So left one and R2. And so we're going to make our, now you make this with walls, and you can add walls and stuff, doors. It's not going to be just this flat thing when you make it. It's going to look much nicer. There we go. Right. So if I look at this camera, you'll see we've got a trigger zone and the camera. If I do L1 and X, that's giving me this vertical view. You do that by pressing L1 and X, and you can move, change the focus, focus in, focus out, move, get the camera where you want it to be for the game, like that, and then L1 and circle, and that will exit your camera, and that gives you your camera view. Make sure you get all your settings right before you start cloning your floor, because you'll have to change every single microchip if you don't. Right, let's have a look and see what that does. So here is my player. He can walk around, no problem. And if he walks out of the scene into the next one, we get this camera, this one, this camera, this one, this camera. And this is a nice transitioning camera. You can play about with the transitioning. The other option is to do a cut. So we'll change this one, this camera transition, from smooth to cut. And we'll copy some, so you can see the difference between the style. There we go. So there's a cut version. So there's transitioning. I like the transitioning better than the cut, but it's entirely up to you which one is suitable for your game. There we go. That's how you do an overhead Zelda style camera. Really simply, really quickly. Enjoy. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in your dreams.